Shane Fleming here, a bit late to the 2020 game, but Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you stay watching this video. I'm outlining some of my goals for 2020 and some of those goals will actually involve some of you, so stay watching to the very end. So I was out in Washington DC, Jersey, and also in New York over Christmas and New Year's. So I'm starting my 2020 a bit late this year, and geez, the jet lag is absolutely a killer this time of year, especially when you have such dark nights and dark mornings here in Dublin. It's an absolute killer. But I suppose I've seen loads of videos online over the last kind of few weeks in regards to 2020 goal setting on YouTube and also on LinkedIn. Some say go big, others are saying set realistic goals to make sure you don't set yourself up for failure. But I always think the start of the new year is a great time to set out your vision for the year and also set some goals. I did the same last year where I set out my goals, but I got slightly sidetracked when I was brought in to another project. I learned loads from it and I gained lots of experience, and it's a great opportunity. But I felt after kind of a full review of the opportunity over the year, I really felt it didn't fit in well with my kind of overall goals in terms of my long-term goals. And I suppose I slightly lost a lot of momentum pushing forward in terms of my long-term goals. So kind of this year I've decided to allow myself the whole of January to set out those goals for the rest of the year, and allow the vision to form in January. So when I'm looking at projects going forward into this year, that I take on projects that actually match that vision, and therefore it'll be more beneficial for me and also more beneficial for my clients. One thing that has kind of come up every year for the last few years in terms of setting goals is make more videos. I think this is actually kind of more of a personal goal, because I actually really enjoy learning the craft, and I also it allows me to be somewhat creative in the whole process. So I sat down recently to write out a full list of videos I could actually produce in 2020 which were related to property. I came up with a few, but I felt that I was being really held back by what I actually do on a day-to-day basis, because I suppose I feel that a lot of the work that I do on a day-to-day basis in terms of commercial rent reviews or reviewing investment opportunities aren't something that I can actually put on film make videos about, because there's sensitive information in there and it wouldn't be right to make this kind of information public. But I really love actually working in property, and I think it's a great industry to be involved in, and I really kind of want to show that off and be in a position to create more videos around the actual property industry here in Ireland and Dublin. And I suppose this is kind of where I feel that maybe you guys might kind of come in and help me out, because that's where I'm going to be asking you to do. So I'm going to start reaching out to contacts from designers, architects, builders, property surveyors, funders, investors, as well as other agents, to see if you are interested in possibly sharing what you actually do in terms of your work, or maybe you're working on a project that you actually want to share as well and get out there to the public. And I'd be more than happy if people were actually reach out to me if you did have a project that you wanted to kind of promote, or you felt that a light should be shone on it, or in terms of your own work to give maybe the public or your peers a bit more detail on what you actually do on a day-to-day basis. I'd love to kind of sit down and see if we can kind of collaborate on something that we can make work for both of us. So please actually do reach out to me. I'd love to chat and see what we can do on this. So again, any of my contacts that are interested in kind of sharing anything from design, prop tech, whatever you're kind of working on, I'd love to kind of have a chat with you. So please reach out. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube to make sure you don't miss the next video. Wishing everyone a happy new year and really looking forward to 2020. I think it's going to be a great year for everyone here in Dublin. See you soon. I actually have a few ideas who I'm going to be reaching out to over the next month or two, so if you get a message or an email from me, maybe you might know what this is about, but don't avoid my calls if I do reach out to you.